Hello and welcome. Today I'm only going to do a general reading. I absolutely don't have the energy for piles or anything more complicated than that. So I'm just going to do a little bit of an energy check-in, and if it's for you, then if it's for you, and if it's not, then maybe next time. I've just gotten over a month-long illness because my immune system isn't working the way it's supposed to be. So it takes a lot of time for me to heal from even like simple illnesses or sicknesses. It always progresses into like a sinusitis. Okay, so let's see what's going on with you. Let's see what I can get. Okay, please tell me what's going on with my viewers. Whoever is watching this, I don't know who's going to be watching this, but whoever is watching this, what's going on with them? Please let me know about what's going on with whoever is watching this. Nope, okay. First one is the King of Pentacles. Interesting, because when I cut the deck before I even started shuffling, the King of Pentacles came out. Okay, so you could be an earth sign male. It doesn't necessarily have to be. You could be a father. You could be someone who finds career very important and work very important. So you might be in this like King of Pentacles energy right now. Please tell me more about what's going on. Or maybe you're dealing with a person like this. Okay, please tell me more about what's going on. What's going on with my people who's watching this? Who are watching this? We have the Lovers. Oh, and another card behind that. The Ace of Wands. Okay, okay. So there's definitely some love situation going on here. There's something here about love and lust. Okay. Please tell me more about what's going on with my people who are watching this. Please tell me what's going on with them. Please tell me what's going on with the... Oh, okay. We have the Queen of Swords in the reverse. Is this someone you're intimidated by? Because that's what I'm getting here. I'm getting that you're in your King of Pentacles energy, earth sign, or career-driven person, or just very, how do I put it? Or just someone who is very much in like the everyday realities of life. And maybe money is important or something. Then we have the Lovers, that's obvious, and the Ace of Wands, that's talking about a sexual desire. And then we have a Queen of Swords in the reverse. I think this person, you're attracted to this person. I'm definitely picking up that you're the male in this situation. So there is this Queen of Swords energy. This might be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Sorry, I didn't say the earth signs. They are Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So you might have Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn prominently featured in your chart. And your person, this woman, might have Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius prominently featured in their chart. It is also possible that they are like good communicators. They are very intelligent. They might even be educated. But Queen of Swords in the reverse, it feels like this person, how do I put it? Queen of Swords in the reverse is like the typical bitch energy. Like someone who's gonna tell it how it is, and someone who's not gonna hold back, and someone who's gonna call you out on your bullshit. But it's a little bit like of a this is like an intimidating energy is what I'm picking up here, because with the Lovers, the Lovers being here, I feel like maybe you have like a, how do I put this? Maybe your perspective on this person is a little bit different than reality. So what I'm getting here is that you're afraid that this person wants to fight you off, is what I'm getting. Like, you're afraid that this person won't let you close to them, is what I'm getting here. Because I'm picking up these like fears. I'm not picking up that this might be what's happening, but I'm not feeling that this is happening. I'm feeling like with this King of Pentacles energy, you're staying put. You're just kind of sitting on your throne and like being not very active about the situation because you're afraid of how this person will react. If you, I don't know, reach out to them or tell them something, or I don't know. Feels like you're kind of intimidated by this person. Okay. Well, let's see what else we can get. I think I'm gonna clarify the Queen of Swords a little bit more to understand what's going on. And then we have the King of Wands at the end of the reading. Okay, that's interesting. That's fucking interesting. There could be another man involved here. So, what I'm getting is that, like I said, it feels like you're the male in the situation. And this is talking about a female. But it seems like we have another person here. Like, this could be a third party situation. Like, maybe this person, your person, this woman is like already with someone. That's a possibility. Could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Also, when I say earth sign or air sign or fire sign, that doesn't necessarily have to be your sun sign. It could be your moon. It could be your rising. Okay. 1 second. I need to fix something. Okay. So, it could be your moon sign or your rising sign, or just a signature sign, or just a sign that you have a lot of in your chart. So it doesn't necessarily mean that it has to be your sun sign. Okay, I think I'm gonna clarify this King of Wands because this feels like it's a third party situation. Like, I feel like, and again, I'm picking up kind of like fears and not yeah, temperance when I cut the deck. Yeah, I'm picking up that you're afraid of things. Yeah. Yeah, eight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, working. Yeah, and under that we have the Eight of Cups and the Hierophant. Okay, I think that there is a misunderstanding here because the Four of Wands is under that, the Hierophant. Okay, yeah. So what I'm getting with this is that maybe this person is with someone else. This woman is with someone else, and like I said, what I'm picking up here is less facts and more fears, and I can't really put my finger on why. But what I'm getting here is that you think that if you approach this person, then they're going to like fight you off, is what I'm getting. Like, they're going to be maybe rude, maybe they're gonna be, I don't know, difficult to talk to. And it feels like you expect that this person will defend the relationship they already have, because you definitely have like romantic interest in this person based on this spread. So what I'm getting here is that in your mind, this person will not be receptive to you, but that's not actually what I'm reading from the cards. Like I said, the first thing that came out when I cut the deck was the Temperance card. Temperance is about taking two different things and blending them in a harmonious way. That's basically the symbolism of this card. So it's talking about balance. It's talking about evening things. It's talking about taking two things, like I said, and making it into one. So what I'm getting here is that this person feels more like they want to be a balancing energy and not like this cold, closed off, not offensive, but this cold, closed off, rude energy that just wants you to stay far away from them. That's not what I'm getting. That doesn't seem to be the case. The case seems to be is that this person, if you would talk to them, would much more be like a balancing factor in whatever happened between the two of you. It feels like they are in this energy where they would want to rather balance out what happened. I'm not going to say that they won't have healthy boundaries because Queen of Swords is someone who does have healthy boundaries. So whatever happened between the two of you, it feels like this person doesn't want to dwell on it. They do want to make sure that everyone understands what's going on, or like something like that. Like I'm getting that maybe you heard this person. Maybe you heard this person in the past, and that's why we have this Queen of Swords in the reverse energy. I feel like your guilt is what you're projecting onto this person, if that's the case. If you have hurt this person, it feels like you're projecting your guilt onto this person, and because of that, you believe that they will be much more volatile, much more like closed off, and much more rude with you than they actually would be, because you feel so bad about what happened between the two of you that you can't fathom that this person is not angry at you. And what I'm getting here is that this person is not angry at you. I don't know what happened between the two of you because I'm not having any cards telling me that at the moment. But what I'm getting is that this person is not mad at you. This person wants equality, and that's with the Temperance card as well. Like this person wants things to be set right, so to speak. Like this person definitely has boundaries. So if you have heard this person, they might not be completely they might not completely trust you again right away, but they definitely don't want to. I'm not getting that this person wants to like I'm not getting that this person is an actual Queen of Swords in the reverse. I'm getting that this person is much more so just a Queen of Swords. Just someone who knows their worth and knows their boundaries, and someone who may have grown a lot, and maybe that's fine. Like I feel like you see them like this because you're intimidated, because you're afraid, because you feel guilty, and you, like I said, project this guilt onto this person, and for that reason you expect them to be much less understanding than they actually are. It feels like this person is much more understanding than you expect them to be. And it feels like the issue here is more so about you feeling like you don't deserve someone like this, and you don't deserve being treated this way. Like that's what I'm getting here. That's what I'm getting here. That your problem is that you don't believe that you deserve forgiveness. You don't believe that you deserve understanding after what you've done. Maybe you are someone who has like issues with making mistakes. Maybe you're someone who has grown up in an environment where mistakes weren't tolerated and mistakes were very harshly punished. Or maybe making mistakes makes you feel like you're not worthy, or you're like inferior to other people. Maybe you have a bit of a problem with perfectionism. That is a possibility. And I'm not saying these things to make you feel bad about yourself. I'm trying to communicate to you what I'm seeing in the cards, because what I'm seeing in the cards is that is that your issue here, your intimidation, stems from the fact that you have this underlying issue. I have been talking about schemas before, by the way, in my readings, and I still encourage people to to take a look at them. And like, not schema modes, but like maladaptive schemas, which come with negative automatic thoughts and everything like that. I've been talking about putting some kind of a resource in the description. I think I'm gonna actually do that this time because I know I have a lot of resources in Hungarian, but not a lot in English, but I'm gonna find something. And what I'm getting here is that there is like this maladaptive schema. There's like, I think 16 or 20 of them, depending on which system you're following. But the point is that there is one of them that is this oh my god, I don't know what's it called in English. I know the Hungarian name, but I don't know the English name, but it doesn't matter. The point is that this maladaptive schema is about the fact that you always feel like you need to be punished. Like, whatever you do, if you're like making a mistake, or if you're like not doing something perfectly. And with perfectionism, it's very important that even if you do something quote unquote perfectly, you're still not gonna feel like it's good enough. So there's something there that's important to note. And it feels like you might have this schema that if you don't do something 150% right, then you deserve to be punished. Like I said, you may have been like punished for totally random things when you were a child. Maybe you were made to believe that you are like inherently bad in certain ways. But yeah, what I'm getting here is that this is the reason that you don't believe that this person is not mad at you, because I'm not getting that this person is actually mad at you. I'm getting that the Ace of Swords here after it, Five of Pentacles, Nine of Cups. I think that this person understood that what happened between the two of you was, well, first of all, it was on both of you, is kind of what I'm getting here. But what I'm getting here is that this person like knows the truth of this situation. Ace of Swords, that's usually representative of the truth. And after that, we have the Five of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups. Like, this person knows their worth. This person knows their worth. This person knows whatever happened between the two of you was not because they weren't good enough. And I feel like there was probably a time when this person thought that they are not good enough. And that's why whatever happened between the two of you happened. There is something here like being left out in the cold. Maybe you ghosted this person. Maybe you broke up with this person out of nowhere. Maybe you pushed this person away. Maybe you left this person alone with their issues, with their emotions, with their feelings. Maybe you failed to be a safe space for this person. That's kind of what I'm getting. But this person knows that the truth is that the reason for that is not because they're not good enough. This person knows their worth. Like I said, this person knows that they are the whole fucking package. Like, they're pretty good. They're a pretty good catch, is how I would put it. Like, this person knows that the truth of the situation is that it didn't work out between the two of you, but that doesn't say anything about their worth. So I feel like this person finally understands that it's not their fault, in the way that it's not the fault of them being horrible. It feels like whatever happened between the two of you, whether it was like abandonment, because this could also represent abandonment. Like, maybe this person had an abandonment wound and that got triggered really hard by whatever happened between the two of you, this breakup, this ghosting, this being left alone or whatever, or this you pushing them away or whatever. I feel like this could have really triggered this person. And I feel like maybe they needed this trigger to realize that they are worthy. They needed this trigger to realize that this narrative of them not being good enough is only existing in their minds, and it's not true. And it's kind of what I'm getting here. Like, what I'm getting here with these cards is that, especially with the Temperance, is that this person is, if anything, kind of grateful to you. Like I said, with the Queen of Swords being here, they would never allow you or anyone to do the same thing to them again, ever again, because they learned their lesson. That's what I'm getting here. They learned their lesson, and their fucking lesson was that they are good enough. They are the whole package. Okay. And let's talk about these other cards here. I feel like you tend to have this with the King of Pentacles energy. I was already mentioning this, that you might have this tendency to overwork yourself, or to prioritize work in your life. It feels like you might have this need of feeling independent and not independent in a healthy way. I'm getting that this is more talking about you needing to feel that you can do everything on your own and you don't need anyone ever. It feels like maybe needing someone is like a trigger to you. I don't know. I'm not sure, but what the fuck is this Eight of Cups here? Because then we have the Hierophant, the Four of Wands, and the Two of Cups. No, Six of Cups. I'm sorry. Six of Cups. So what I'm getting here... Okay. I understand. So I feel like what happened here is that you retreated into your work. Like, whatever happened between the two of you, it feels like you retreated into your work. You tried to leave this person behind, this situation behind. But it didn't work, is what I'm getting. It didn't fucking work. It feels like through this separation that the two of you had, or has, or have, it feels like the time you have spent apart has kind of wizened you. It kind of made you understand certain things about the situation and this person in general, and maybe even about yourself. I'm getting this energy that you triggered this person into an awakening, and this person also triggered you into an awakening. I feel like maybe you thought that you can just go work and leave this whole thing behind and like just throw it away and never think about it again. Maybe you thought that that's what's going to happen. Maybe that's something that you usually do. Maybe if there's like a situation that triggers you, or someone that triggers certain feelings in you, maybe you just bury yourself in work and walk away and never think about it again and just throw it away. It feels like that's what you were trying to do, but it didn't work. I feel like it didn't work at all. Like, your regular behavior or your regular way of dealing with the situation did not work at all, is what I'm getting. Like, you tried to bury yourself into work, you tried to walk away, you tried to leave this whole thing behind, but instead of leaving this whole thing behind, you kind of gained a healthier, better perspective about it. Like, the distance that you put between the two of you, and the distance between you and your own feelings and this situation in general, because it feels like you definitely put up a wall between you, yourself, and your own emotions, and this situation in general, and this person in general. Like I said, I felt like you pushed this person away. It feels like this separation made you understand that this is not something that you can throw away. It feels like this separation, this distance, it made you understand that this is not like everything else. This is not like all the other random I don't know, relationships that you've had in the past that you can just move away from and you no longer think about it and you like completely forget about it and it's like not important. I feel like you realize that this is like not that at all. But it also feels like you needed to leave the situation behind in order for you to understand that this is something that you can't leave behind. And it feels like you tried. Feels like you really tried. You really tried to leave this behind, but it didn't fucking work because we have the Four of Wands and the Six of Cups. Four of Wands is a magic. It's a marriage card. It's also usually what they call the twin flame card with the 1111 symbolism. And Six of Cups is soulmates. It's a soulmate connection. It's also a childhood connection. It's also something that's nostalgic. So what I'm getting here is that with the Hierophant, super spiritual card, Six of Cups, fucking soulmates, Four of Wands, fucking twin flames, it feels like the distance you put between you and this person and the situation kind of gave you an enlightened perspective on this whole thing. I feel like you kind of gained a spiritual understanding of this whole thing. You kind of gained a spiritual understanding. You kind of gained an understanding that this whole thing is more than what you thought it was. And it feels like logically it doesn't make any sense, and because of that it's very scary for you. And we have Two of Cups speaking out. Okay. I'm not surprised. So what I'm getting here is that it might be very difficult for you to wrap your head around, especially if you're prone to putting a wall up between you, your rational mind and your emotions, because that's kind of what I'm getting here with this Eight of Pentacles, Eight of Cups energy, King of Pentacles. This very obviously feels like someone who has trouble feeling their emotions, someone who has trouble allowing their emotions to exist even. And the only issue with that is that you're putting yourself into a situation where the more you push down your emotions, the more they want to come out. So it's like it feels like you are not very good at managing your emotions, or you don't have the necessary tools to regulate your emotions in a way that is not overwhelming for you, in a way that is not uncomfortable you. It feels like emotions might make you very uncomfortable, the way you experience them, and that's probably because you didn't learn a good enough emotional regulation from your parents. It's not your fault. It's your parents were the ones who were supposed to teach you how to do these things. So again, I'm not trying to harp on you. I'm just trying to understand what's going on. So, like I said, especially if you have an issue with emotions and you're much more in this rational space, maybe even like overthinking is kind of what I'm getting. This King of Pentacles, I'm picking up Virgo, and Virgo is ruled by Mercury, the same as Gemini, by the way, with this Queen of Swords. So could be you're a Virgo, they're a Gemini. And both of these signs are like very prone to overthinking. So what I'm getting here is that this situation was so difficult for you, or is so difficult for you maybe still, because this does not make sense. This what you recognize, what you realized about this whole situation in this like separation or this absence is something that does not make logical sense. This does not make logical sense. You can't logically explain this. And I feel like you finally maybe understood that this is something that's beyond logic. This is something that does not make sense for your logical mind, and you have to get in touch with your emotions in order for this to make sense. And I feel like that was kind of your trigger, that was kind of your lesson, because, like I said before, this person had this lesson to understand that they are worthy. Like, whatever went down between the two of you, maybe like I said, you abandoned this person or you pushed them away or something, and maybe they had abandonment issues, so it was very triggering for them. But the point is that this was a lesson for them, and they have learned their lesson. They have learned the lesson that they are worthy. It feels like that was their lesson. Their lesson was that they are worthy. And it feels like maybe your lesson was that you need to get in touch with your emotions more, and you need to balance out your cerebral, intellectual side with a more emotional side, and you need to start to learn how to regulate your emotions instead of just pushing them down, because the more you push them down, the more they actually rule your life without you realizing that because whatever we deny, whatever we neglect, whatever we push down into our subconscious is what's going to manifest in shadow behavior, so to speak. And by that I mean behavior that you don't recognize you're doing because there is so much shame associated with it. So what I'm getting here is that maybe that was your lesson or part of your lesson, that not everything is black and white. And I feel like this is I'm also kind of picking up that maybe you had an issue with women in general. Like maybe you like didn't understand femininity or womanhood or something, and this person has completely flipped your perspective on that. That is also something that I'm getting here. It feels like you see this person as someone who's very powerful. Someone who's very powerful. And it almost feels like you did not expect this from a woman. I know that sounds shitty, but if it resonates, it resonates. I'm not gonna judge. I'm not gonna judge you. So like I said, what I'm getting here is that your lesson was to understand that you need healing. Maybe that is also something that I'm picking up. It feels like this whole situation kind of opened new levels of spirituality within you. That's also kind of something that I'm getting, because like I said, the Hierophant is a very spiritual card, and I feel like you kind of awakened in the absence of this person and in the absence of this connection. It feels like you kind of awakened to the true nature of this connection, which is something that is very spiritual. Okay, let's keep on going. We also have Seven of Cups and Eight of Wands energy. So there's definitely some daydreaming here, some wishing about communication. Like it feels like you might be daydreaming a lot about communicating to this person. Like maybe you're thinking a lot about talking to them, about just hitting them up, about just calling them or writing them a text or whatever way you communicate. Oh, and yeah, behind the Eight of Wands we have, what's that? We have the Tower, and we have the Knight of Pentacles, and the Eight of Swords. Yeah. I think this very much seems like the same energy I've been getting. The same energy that's like stuck in a mental loop that wants to give back to this person, but it's stuck in a mental loop, but it's not gonna last forever. Like, we have the Chariot after that. We have Justice after that. I feel like you're the Magician after that, yeah. Yeah, and the Star. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And the Sun. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, so even if you feel like it's impossible right now that you're ever going to be able to talk to this person, even if you feel like you're really trying to put yourself into a mindset or into a state of mind where you can communicate with this person, because like I said, it feels like you're thinking a lot about it. Even if that feels impossible for you right now, even if it feels impossible right now, the time will come and you're going to do it, is what I'm getting here. Like, I can check some timing with my timing cards. But the point is that there's definitely a shift here. There is definitely a shift happening here. Sorry, okay. There we go. So, yeah. Let's get my next deck. Oh yeah, I've got a brand new deck. This is also a brand new deck that I've been using right now. But I've gotten a brand new deck that is like specifically about appearances. It's specifically about pinpointing a person based on their appearance. So I'm gonna grab those and we can see whether we can get a little bit more info on who this person is. Not because you don't know who this is, but because maybe it could serve as more of a confirmation, or as even more of a confirmation. So give me a second. I'm gonna grab that deck over here. Okay, great. So I'm gonna try to, let's see what comes through. Let's see what comes through about your person. Okay. Please tell me about my viewers' person. Please tell me about the person my viewers involved with, or who is this person? This Queen of Swords. Please tell me about this person. Please tell me about this person. Please tell me about my viewers' person. There's no pals now, so I want to say pal one, but we don't have pals, so please tell me about my viewers' person. Please tell me about this Queen of Swords. Who is this Queen of Swords? Please give some confirmation for my viewers that this is the person. Please tell me about this Queen of Swords. Please tell me about this Queen of Swords. I've literally never used this deck. We have plus size, so this could be someone who's like chubby or overweight, or just maybe someone who's like more thick in general. Okay. The other one is pregnant. Okay, so this could be someone who's pregnant. I'll be honest, I'm not feeling the pregnancy thing here. I'm feeling the belly, because we have the plus size card. So this is someone who is like probably overweight or at least chubby. And I'm getting more like the size of the belly. Like maybe this person has like abdominal fat, and maybe they have like a bigger belly or something of the sort, or like that's something about what I'm getting here. I'm not getting the pregnancy here. I'm getting that like maybe they even have gastrointestinal issues that cause bloating. I'm not getting pregnancy. I'm getting that maybe their abdominal cavity is very bloated due to certain illnesses or certain problems. Like maybe this person is lactose intolerant, or maybe this person has Crohn's disease or something of the sort. Like they might have some gastrointestinal issues is what I'm getting from this, and not pregnancy. They could be pregnant, so like I don't know how many people will be watching this, so if your person is pregnant, then this is confirmation. But if you don't know about your person being pregnant, that is probably not. Okay, next thing that came out was glasses. So this person wears glasses, very likely. Okay. Let's see what else can we get. Please tell me more about this Queen of Swords. Please tell me more about this Queen of Swords. Please tell me more about this Queen of Swords my viewers are dealing with. Please tell me more about this Queen of Swords my viewers are dealing with. Please tell me more about this Queen of Swords my viewers are dealing with. Oh, we have white gray hair. Interesting. So they might have gray hair. That's weird. I'm only saying that it's weird because I wasn't picking up someone who is like older. I was picking up someone who is like between 20 and 40. That's kind of the energy I was picking up. And well, I don't know, even like the person on the card looks young. Like maybe they have like maybe their hair is gray, but it's not like naturally gray. Maybe it's just they dye their hair gray or something of the sort. Or like it's funny because I'm wearing a wig that is gray. So maybe they're like wearing wigs like I do. So yeah, they could have, or maybe they are just graying. Maybe they have like white strands of hair appearing in their or on their head. So okay, gray hair. Okay, let's see. Can you tell me more about this Queen of Swords, please? Can you tell me more about this Queen of Swords, please? We have tattoo. So this person probably has a tattoo somewhere. Doesn't necessarily mean that they have a lot of tattoos, but they definitely have at least one. Okay. What else can you tell me about this Queen of Swords? It says coarse curly hair. So this person could have like curly hair. Maybe like this African American type curly hair. Maybe their hair is like very dry or something of the sort. So yeah, think about someone with like curly gray hair, I guess. So yeah, I'm gonna pull a couple more and we shall see what we get. Okay, please tell me more about this Queen of Swords. Tell me more about this Queen of Swords. Please tell me more about this Queen of Swords. Whoop. We have powerful. Okay, so this is someone who exudes power. This is someone who could have a fire sign in their big three, especially Aries or Leo. This feels like someone who has this strong presence, like when they enter a room, like everybody looks at them. They kind of have this energy about them that everyone knows that they are not to be messed with. That's kind of what I'm getting here. This feels like someone who you look at and just in one glance you already know that this person is like very powerful. This person is yeah, and we have this beautiful dress with that like tiara or crown on her head. This person is like a very strong person, but I'm not getting like a controlling type of a person. I'm getting someone who may have been through a lot and who has had to build a lot of resilience throughout their lives, and that's why they exude this feeling of power, because they've been through a lot of shit, and they kind of just became more strong due to it. Okay, so that's what we're getting. I don't think I need to pull anything more here. We know that we're talking about a woman. I'm gonna show the cards again just in case. So we got plus size, so someone chubby or fat or overweight. We've got pregnant, so it could be someone who's literally pregnant, but like I said, I was picking up more so gastrointestinal issues and like a bloated abdomen. So it could be someone like that. We have the glasses card, so this is someone who has glasses. We have the white gray hair, so someone who has gray hair. Probably dyed gray hair is what I'm getting. Someone who has at least one tattoo. And someone who has dry, coarse, curly hair. So someone who has this dry, curly hair. And someone who exudes a lot of power. Like I said, very strong Leo and Aries energy is what I'm picking up here. Okay, so if this confirms that you are getting information about the proper person, then I'm glad that I could confirm that. So, seems like this is your person. Let's keep going. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Go back. Okay. So, let's see what else is going on with the two of you. Okay, please tell me more about the situation between my viewers and this fucking Queen of Swords. We have hot air balloon, and we have 8 and Leo. Like I said, I was picking up Leo energy here. Hot air balloon. It says balance, uplifting, freedom, going with the flow, rise above, don't resist, new perspective, untouchable, defying gravity, continuous flow, ascension, view, elevate, feeling good. When I'm doing my readings, I do sometimes mention, yeah, I do sometimes mention twin flames, because there's like a particular group that I'm getting readings for over and over and over again. So like there's this group in my collective watching my videos that I'm picking up on, and it feels like this is that group. This is the twin flame group that I'm picking up on, and it's usually from the perspective of the masculine, like I'm reading for the masculine. So what I'm getting here is surrender. I'm getting surrender here. This person, your Queen of Swords person, has accepted that whatever happens, happens. It feels like they stopped fighting. They stopped fighting this. They stopped fighting you. And that's what is interesting, in that you had this this image of them, like I was talking about the Queen of Swords in the reverse. Like you had this image of them that they like want to be, I don't know, they like want to push you away, or like maybe they even want to punish you or something, which I don't think is true at all. Instead, this person just doesn't want to fight you anymore. It feels like maybe you have continuously pushed this person away, and it feels like this person kind of just accepted this. They accepted that you don't really want them around right now, and no matter what they do, it's not going to change. It feels like this person is in surrender. This person may have been like, I'm picking up the dynamic that this person may have been overstepping boundaries in the past. Like maybe they were like more clingy, or they were like always chasing you, or something of the sort is kind of what I'm getting here. And they stopped. They realized that what they're doing is not healthy, and they realized that what they're doing is not like with this nine of cups here I was talking about, they know their worth, and they realized that what they were doing was not self-respecting. They were not respecting themselves with their behavior. I feel like this person is in surrender. And again, I'm saying that because I do have shit here talking about twin flames, absolutely, and soulmates. So yeah. So it seems like this person, yeah, this person accepted that they have no control over the situation, and it doesn't matter what they do. They can't force you to do anything. They can't force you to know their worth. They can't force you to see them for who they are. They can't force you to treat them right. And they kind of just recognize that there is nothing they can do. And if it's and if this thing between the two of you is ever going to work out, it's not up to them. It's not up to them. There's nothing they can do, is what I'm getting here. And they finally accepted this and stopped fighting. They stopped fighting against this situation. They stopped fighting against the things in the situation that they don't like. They stopped fighting against reality, is kind of what I'm getting here. Is that they were, yeah, I'm getting that it was like they, yeah, I'm getting a runner chaser dynamic here energetically. I'm getting that you are the runner and this person is the chaser, or at least was. It's past tense. I'm getting that this person was like constantly trying to knock down your walls. They were constantly trying to get close to you. They were constantly trying to prove that they are good enough for you, that they are lovable, that they are a good catch. And it feels like it just didn't work. And especially with this Leo being here, this person realized that this is not healthy. What they are doing is not healthy. I feel like this person has grown a lot through this situation that happened between the two of you. It feels like this person has grown a lot and has had a lot of lessons and have learned their lessons. That's what I'm getting. So this person doesn't know for sure what's going to happen between the two of you, but they kind of accepted that whatever happens, happens, and they have literally zero control over it. Okay. So, please tell me more about the situation between my viewers and this Queen of Swords. Oh, okay. We have Sword and Scales. Okay, Libra energy. Truth, justice, due process, by the book, appeal, balance, make amends, law, integrity, cut to the chase, fair and square, fair play, equity, even keel, legal matters, and hear me out. So I feel like there is definitely going to be a mending in this relationship. There is definitely going to be a balancing out. So I feel like this person finally understood that they can't want this relationship. How do I put this? Like, they can't make you want this relationship, and they can't want this relationship instead of you. It's almost like they were also trying to like maybe help you understand certain things. They were trying to help you progress with certain things. Maybe like it feels like this person was like trying to help you, but at the same time it was kind of like they were trying to push you into a direction to get this whole relationship off the ground, or like something like that. Like this person wanted to help you, but it wasn't completely selfless. It was because they kind of had this idea that the sooner you go through certain stages that you have to go through in healing, the sooner the two of you are going to be together. And what I'm getting here is that there's definitely going to be some sort of a making amends here, some sort of an evening out, some sort of a justice, some sort of a balance brought into this situation, because it feels like this person was the one who was always doing everything. This person was the one who, like, it feels like a very lopsided relationship. It feels like you didn't put much effort into it, and this person was the one who was like constantly trying to keep this relationship together. They were the one who were constantly trying to, like, I don't know, meet your needs and neglect their own. So I feel like there's going to be like a balancing happening here, and making amends is also something that like stood out for me. Like this is definitely not the end. Like, this person gave up, but the reason they gave up is because they realized that they are powerless, and that if you don't want this, then it doesn't matter how much they want it, and it doesn't matter what they do, they can't make you want it. And it feels like you do want it though, but it's like there's something more complicated here. There's something more complicated here than that. But okay, so what I'm getting with the sword and scales is that there's going to be like balance and justice brought into this situation. So if I had to guess, that would mean that you are going to reciprocate sooner or later. Obviously, if you want to. Like, if you don't want to, then you don't have to sit here listen to me saying that you will. Okay. Please tell me more about my viewers and their situation with this Queen of Swords. Please tell me more about this situation with my viewers and this Queen of Swords. Please tell me more. Oh my god, my mouth is so dry. Okay, so please tell me more about this Queen of Swords and my viewers. Please tell me more about this situation between my viewers and the Queen of Swords. Thank you. We have Fairy Tale. Well, come on. We have Fairy Tale and Cancer over there. Believe the impossible, daydreams, again, daydream energy, romantic ending, universal archetypes, hopeful, magic, unicorns and rainbows, aspire, happily ever after, fanciful stories we tell. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you, and I'm not gonna be kidding. The best case scenario that you have in your mind is not even close to how good this is going to turn out. Like, you have a best case scenario in your mind about this, how it ideally should go, and what the best version of this whole thing is going to be. The truth is going to be way better than that, even better than that. Like, I don't say shit like this if I don't see it in the cards, but this, I'm not seeing that this is delusion at all. I'm not seeing that this is delusion at all. Yeah, we have the Eight of Cups here, but the Eight of Cups was talking about you daydreaming about talking to this person. So that was like in a completely different understanding, or not understanding. So like I said, I'm not feeling delusions here. I'm feeling that this really is something spiritual. This really is something that maybe you wished upon a star once upon a time, a long, long time ago, and you were thinking about the perfect person you want for yourself, and you kind of imagined this person for yourself, and like I said, wished upon a star and asked the universe to deliver this person to you or something. Like, Like, I'm kind of picking up on that. And then suddenly this person is like, boom, here. Like, they're here now. And now, because they are here, all your issues are coming to the surface. All the things that make you unable to be in a relationship with this person, all the things that make you unable to accept this fairy tale, this actual happy ending, this actual romantic and beautiful and magical connection, because that's what this is. That's what this is. Like, and I'm not saying shit like this. Like, trust me, I'm not saying shit like this every day. Like, usually I'm very, very skeptical and very, very, how do I put this? Very kind of, anyway, so this is not something that like comes up every day for me. It's like not my style. It's not my reading style. My reading style is much more psychological, and I much often talk about the psychological issues a certain person has, that the patterns I see in the cards are telling me about. But this, what I'm seeing here is like literally, like with, like, I can't make this shit up, with the Hierophant, the Six of Cups, and the Four of Wands. This is spiritual. This is spiritual. It is. And it feels like the way you like met this person, like I said, it triggered both of you, is what I'm getting. Like I said, this person felt like they were not good enough. They felt like they were not worthy. They were not good enough to not be abandoned. Like, they had like some sort of an abandonment issue, this person. And the fact that you abandoned them triggered them so much that they were like kind of forced to heal, because they were like so triggered. So like this person had this lesson, and they had to learn that in order for the two of you to be able to end up together eventually, because that's exactly what's going to happen. And you had some issues in having to realize that you can't just throw every human connection you have away, because not everyone is replaceable. And sometimes you need to listen more to your emotions and your intuition than your logic. That is also something I'm seeing here. And there is also this feeling of this guilt that I was talking about, which was probably also triggered in you, is that you don't deserve good things because you need to be punished at all times. And whatever mistake you make, you need to be severely punished for it, and people will not forgive you. And it feels like this person has shown you the exact opposite energy of that. This person has shown you that they are receptive to you, and they are understanding and loving and compassionate and empathetic no matter what happens. And and it also feels like maybe this made you feel shitty about yourself. Like, maybe it made you feel shitty about yourself that you're like not like this. Like, maybe that you're not this understanding, or that you're not this empathetic, and maybe that made you feel bad about yourself. There's also a possibility. But I also have to call out this thing, because this extreme empathy and understanding and everything from this person's side wasn't 100% healthy. What I feel right now from this energy, how it is right now, it feels like now they are in a healthy energy. Now they are in an energy where they do have boundaries, where they do want things to be equal, but it wasn't always like that. I think that this person poured way too much of themselves into this relationship, and this person was way too understanding and way too empathetic, and not and they just weren't, how do I put this, they just weren't protecting themselves enough. They just didn't have enough boundaries. So that is also something that they like needed to learn, that they can't extend endless amounts of empathy towards everyone, because then they get taken advantage of and then they get left, and that's kind of, like I said, what they learned. But at the same time, even though they learned that lesson and even though now they have boundaries, they still did not lose this like kind of pure heart that they had. They did not lose this understanding and empathetic view towards other people. And I feel like this person is, I'm not going to say that this is someone who doesn't hold grudges or someone who is not angry at anyone, because I don't think that's possible. I don't think a person like that exists, and anger is healthy, so always keep that in mind. But I feel like this is a person who maybe someone who does not take things personally. It's difficult to describe the energy I'm getting, but it feels like this is someone who sees things quite clearly, someone who understands that the problems other people have are about them. And this person kind of understands that even if someone hurts them, it's probably not because they wanted to hurt them, and it's probably not because they are not good enough or they deserve to be hurt, but it's because the other person has some difficulties in their lives. And like I said, this person doesn't take things personally. This is kind of what I'm getting here. And like I said, this feels very spiritual. This feels very, oh my god. I cut the deck and we have the roses. Jesus. Okay, what it says is love, romance, affection, appreciation, devotion, fond, delighted, high emotional IQ, gifts, friendship, infatuated, enchanted, passion, fidelity, tender, yearning, attached. So, yeah. This is something that how do I put this? How do I put this? It feels like at this point, since this person is in surrender energy, and this person realized that it doesn't matter what they do, it's not up to them when it works out. It feels like this is entirely up to you at this point. It feels like it's up to whether you can heal the difficulties, or you can heal the things within you that are stopping you from being with this person, or from communicating more with this person, or from being closer to this person. It feels like you need to do some healing. Like this person is doing their thing. They're doing their healing, they're doing their own thing. And it feels like you're the one who kind of has to overcome certain things here in order for this to work out, because this person has overcame the thing that they needed in order for this to work out. And the thing they needed to overcome was pushing you, trying to knock down your walls, trying to make you love them, violating your boundaries even, maybe. So they stopped chasing, is what I'm trying to say. That's the behavior they needed to stop in order for this to work out. And they have learned that lesson and they have stopped that behavior, and it feels like you're the one who now also needs to unlearn and stop certain behaviors in order for this to work out. But I'm definitely seeing this working out. I'm seeing that you might need to sit with yourself and sit with your guilt, this guilty feeling that you have about hurting this person. Maybe you need to sit with it. Maybe you need to just close your eyes in a dark room if getting in touch with your emotions is very difficult for you, especially maybe you just need to like close your eyes in a dark room and just allow this feeling to come up, allow negative feelings to come up, and just allow this guilt to come up. And maybe you even need to like cry about it. Maybe you need to have some emotional like chemical release. And crying is something, by the way, that you should be doing, because it's like a literal chemical detoxification. So like it detoxifies the negative chemicals from your body through your tears. It's like literally your cortisol is coming out and your epinephrine is coming out. So definitely, if you need to cry, cry, because there's a reason crying is like a default thing that our body does. Our body needs that detoxification from those stress chemicals, those stressful chemicals that just make you feel horrible all the time. So definitely cry, especially if you have problems with crying. Definitely, if you don't cry often, just allow yourself to release all that shitty, negative energy, feelings, chemicals, like I said. So so that's something that you should, I feel like that's something that you should do. And I feel like you should, like I said, try to sit with this guilt and kind of accept it instead of running from it. Accept the fact that you feel guilty about hurting this person, and remind yourself that this is what you feel, not what they feel. Because when we are very disconnected from our emotions, it's very easy to project them onto other people, and then you don't realize that you're the one feeling these feelings and not them. But because you refuse to allow yourself to feel these feelings, you project it onto them, and you think that they are the ones feeling this way. Because, like I said, what I see here is that you think that this person is very angry at you. You think that this person will never forgive you. You think that this person wants to punish you. And I feel like that is your own guilt being projected to this person, because that's not the energy I'm getting from this person at all. That's not what I'm getting from this person. So, like I said, try to sit with your guilt. Try to understand that. Try to allow yourself to feel it, and to say that, yes, I feel horrible about how I treated this person. I feel horribly guilty about it. I feel awful about it. I feel like I need to be punished for it. I feel like I don't deserve things for it. And that's when you need to remind yourself that these are just feelings and they are not true. Because emotions are always valid, but they don't always reflect the truth. They don't always reflect reality. So you have to also reflect on this, and tell yourself when these feelings come up that it's okay that I feel this way. I understand why I feel this way. Understanding why you feel that way is also a huge help. Like, if you can think back to some time in your childhood when you were feeling the same way, and maybe then you can like connect it with some sort of an early trauma and understand better why you feel the way you do. That is also something that is a huge help. But what is also very important is that you have to remind yourself that these things are just your emotions and they don't reflect reality. Because just because you feel that you need to be punished, just because you feel like you don't deserve the I get something like, you don't deserve the attention of this person or the time of this person because you hurt them. Just because you feel these things, it does not mean that they are true. It does not mean that they are real in that sense. Because just because you hurt someone, that doesn't mean that you don't deserve to be around them any more, like, ever again in your life. Just because you feel guilty about something you've done, that doesn't mean that you need to be like put on a fucking cross or like whipped or whatever. So I understand that that there is a lot of guilt here, but you have to ground yourself, and you have to like bring reality into the picture. Like, it's very good if you can feel these emotions and you can allow these emotions to finally come out and cry it out. But at the same time, you have to remind yourself that that these are just emotions, and that you don't actually deserve to be punished. You don't actually deserve to be humiliated. You don't actually deserve to be hurt. You don't actually, like, this person doesn't actually hate you, is what I'm getting. You might hate yourself for what you've done, but this person doesn't. And that's the point where you have to start forgiving yourself. And that's the point where, and that's the thing that that is a lot easier if you understand what happened to you in the past that makes you feel like this in the present. Like I said, if you think about your childhood, when was something happening in your childhood that made you feel the same way, that made you feel this guilt, that made you feel this like unworthiness? And if you can think about a situation, a trauma that happened in your childhood that made you feel this way, then like I said, you can connect it to this feeling that you have now. And in a and this is very helpful to for understanding how this whole behavior evolved, but also it is a huge help in forgiving yourself, because at that point you realize that when you originally learned this pattern, you were just a child, and you were not ready for a lot of things, and you were put in situations that no child should be put into. And also, what happened between the two of you, I feel like it's like a lot about it's like a lot about triggers. Like, I feel like you also need to forgive yourself for what you've done to this person, because I feel like you're still running from this person even though they are not chasing you anymore. You're still running from this person because you're running from your own self and from your own feelings towards them. It feels like you're running from it because you feel guilty, like I said. And this guilt, this feeling of needing to be punished, this feeling of like beating yourself up, because that's what I feel here. You're like abusing yourself, like your inner voice, like your inner critic is like horrible. I feel like you're saying horrible things to yourself about this situation, and you need to show yourself more understanding, and you need to connect to your inner child more, and you need to find or get to the perspective where you can see this as something that is understandable, like what you did is understandable. You have to kind of like, that's the strongest message I get here, that you have to kind of diffuse this guilt. You have to diffuse this like self-abuse that you do over this situation, because it feels like you're constantly beating yourself up about this situation, and it is actively preventing you from moving forward. It is actively preventing you from moving forward, because the more you hurt yourself, the more you just kind of try to and want to avoid the situation. But the issue is not the situation. The issue is that you can't forgive yourself. The issue is that you can't accept making mistakes. The issue is that you have this need for perfection, and anything you do that's imperfect is something that is to be shunned, something that is to be, I don't know, even like not ignored, but like turned a blind eye to, maybe. Like it feels like this whole thing has more to do with like your own relationship with yourself. And I feel like I said, the same thing happened to this person. They also got very triggered and had to like go through a transformation in order to be at a place where that is where it's more healthy for them to be. And I feel like that's kind of what you're also going to do here. It feels like you're finally going to understand that the only way to stop running is to start feeling. Because you're running from nothing. You're running from yourself. This person is not chasing you anymore. Okay. I I don't know what else I can say here. Honestly, this was a pretty heavy reading, so if it resonated, my heart goes out to you. And and I wish you the best, and I hope that you can resolve these issues as fast as possible. But even if you can't resolve them fast, it doesn't matter. Everyone goes at their own pace, so yeah, I feel this like very somber energy now, and I'm not happy leaving the reading in this energy, but I don't feel like I can say anything else. I feel like I've already said a billion things that you might need to think about, or that might be something that you will find yourself contemplating in the near future. I don't know. I just have this feeling. Maybe not. Maybe this didn't resonate at all. Maybe I didn't tell you anything that you didn't know. So I don't know. Take it as it resonates. Take it as you like it. But that's pretty much the reading. And thank you for watching. And see you next time if you feel like it. Bye.